What I'm using right now is number 2 all around. This is number 2. Number 2. You brush it out, obviously, so you can remove the hair. Because some of the hair, especially if it's hot and they sweating, it gets sticky. So you brush it out so that way it makes everything clear, and you could go over again until there's no more hair, no longer hair. And that's the first step. Use number 2 and keep going all around. Usually I start the side, go work my side, and then the top. That's because it's easier like that for me. What we're gonna do on him is number 2 with a tight blowout in the back, box it out in the side, and at the top, obviously. I mean at the top, not at the front. And go as much over you need to go on the same place, because you don't want to leave one hair standing, or you just want to make sure you grab every single hair, so you don't have to leave no chivos. I call it chivos. You don't want to leave nothing behind. You want to make sure everything is nice and clean and tight. Then once we're done the bottom, now we're gonna go for the top. Like Drake said, started from the bottom, now we're here. And once again, I go back and forth. And I use the brush, as you could tell. When you pass the brush, just once again, and keep maintaining everything nice and clean. I use different machines, but normally this one I like the designer. Well, this one, the engine is Legend, but I switched the top to the Warhol designer because the Legend cracked. So I did a little operation to it. But the engine is Legend. And the reason why I like the Legend is because it's a strong engine and the blade is so sharp that, you know, it cuts through any type of hair, no matter if it's thick or if it's real nappy hair, it will cut it no problem. Plus the body of the Legend is very light. I like it that it's very light. If the hair goes that angle, you go that angle. You know? And you keep going. And then what I do, I stand behind like that. I go this way for the hair that is in that way. And you keep going over and over. Grab the Marvin number 75. And you grab your blow dryer. And you, with a cold air, you brush everything out, all the hair, so the client doesn't feel uncomfortable. You brush them out so he's nice and comfortable. Once everything is nice and clean, then watch. I have a selection of either the Andes, the T outliner, or I have the detailer, the Warhol. Either way is good, but this one is lighter, so I use it more for the box out. You gotta always ask the client, you want the sideburn or you want everything nice and take off? Take everything off? Yeah. Once you do that conversation with the client, then you proceed. You don't assume right away. You don't know if he wants a sideburns or whatnot. So you always ask with the client what is that he wants. So now that he give me the green to go right here, then we go, and we're gonna go up to there. And we're gonna clean all that, you know, those little hair in the ears. You know, every little hair counts. That's why we don't want those hair. We're gonna use the Andy shaver. And what you wanna do, you will use the Cool Care, because it's a coolant, a disinfectant, and lubrication, and cleaning, and dust prevented. And it prevents for people getting fungus in the hair. On it. and you clean and you wipe your machine really well. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass it right there. We're gonna pass it right there. Grab again the detailer, the Waha designer, the legend. You take the two, and you're gonna grab, this is the one right here, the number one, and there's the 116. You get the 116, which is smaller, and you put it on. Now what you want to do, you want to go right in between the line. You don't want to go too high. You want to go right there. Right there. Now, to erase, match that one, then you take that one, the half, the 116, and you put the one, and you open the lever, and you're gonna go right with the corner and clean that little part right there, and you're gonna go climb in between the line. You don't go too high, and you brush it. Now, if you don't see that it's erasing, then the lever, the trick is in the lever. You gotta keep bringing it down until it start grabbing some hair, and you're gonna see that the line is gonna disappear. And you keep going. You don't go too high. Whenever you go high, you open the lever, but you don't go too up. You go right there, and you just go in that area where you see that there's little dark. And if you see don't grab it no more, then you grab the other guard again. That's the trick. Changing the guards, changing the lever, and keep going until, see, now he's grabbing it. Now he's taking down those hair right there. There you go. Then once you've done that, you grab a number 2 again, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna go around here, and you're gonna go and gonna try to erase those dark spots. See how it goes? See how it fades? How we blend in? Once you've done that, then you gotta erase that line right there, the Andy's Master. What you close the lever, and you go right in between that line, and you hear the sound of the hair. That means it's grabbing it right there. That means it's erasing it little by little until it's gone. Then if you go a little higher, then you let raise always the higher you go, then you gotta open the lever. Ese mismo chené. Then you keep going until it fades in. Again with the T-liner, you go right there. You raise a little bit more. Only I use the corners, not to not to bring it up. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start from here to here to do the box out. And you're gonna try to do it, keep it as natural as possible. Then with the corner, go to the side, and like I say, don't go too deep, just pretty much keep it right there. The other point is right here. You grab the corner of that right there, and you do that part right there. You see the form right there? Lightly. You don't have to press it so hard. It will come out. Now what we're gonna do is the arch right here under the ears. With this hand, you grab the ear down, and then when you switch it to the other hand, same thing. Keep the ear down, brush it down, and then keep that finger there, and then you start tracing, doing the arch, cleaning those hair right there. Then you use the corner. For those uncomfortable parts, you use the corner. It's like drawing with a pen. you got right there. And then you start cleaning all that right there. Then you go right here, same thing, and wipe it out with the brush. Once again, you keep going and keep following the line all the way outside. Some people like to put it all the way in. I like to keep it as natural as possible right there. And you keep going all the way down, nice and gentle. Then you clean it right here like this, flat. Don't go like that because you could irritate the skin. So I recommend that just flat, nice and flat. And the Skyliner, which is the same. And then what you do, you clean that right there really good. You go all the way in the bottom, grab those hair in the face. You grab it right there. That little corner of the hair with the long hairs, you grab that right there. This is the Skyliner Andy. It's really good machine too. Once you do that, then you grab the Andys again, and like we did on the other side, you're gonna hear that it's grabbing all the hair. After that, you're not gonna hear it. Once you pass a couple of times, and then you keep doing that, you clean it, and keep cleaning it, and you're not gonna hear that. You're not gonna hear the hair. Warhawk Legend or Designer, and like I said before, we go with the small one. We put the small one, and we're gonna go right there. Not too much high, just right that much. That much right there. And you go over and over right there until you see that you have that 1, 2, 3 levels. Now what you do again, now you switch it, you use the bigger guard to get that line. So you're gonna go in between. So you're gonna go in between, always brush, and you see how the line is gonna fade in. There you go. Fade in. Little by little, it's taking shape. When you go in the bottom, maintain it. When you go out top, raise the lever on it. That you don't grab no more, you switch it again to the small one. That means that it's not grabbing no more. So you grab the part that you see dark, and you're gonna grab it right there again. You're gonna grab it, keep grabbing it. And you're gonna keep grabbing it until you see that it fades in. Now the lower you go, you close the lever. Always remember that the trick is in the lever. You go higher, you open the lever. That's why you're gonna see me going like that and like that every second. Whenever I have a chance, once that you take that off, then you start it. That's the open is half. You're gonna go right there. Now if you want to raise that, you close it completely and go in between, and you're gonna see how it's gonna disappear little by little. It's gonna disappear. And if you see that you still see a line and it's not grabbing it no more, that means that you gotta switch the machine. Grab again the Andy Master. Then you grab the Andy Master again, and you're gonna pass it right there until you see that it's gonna see all blend in. Once all blend in, if you go higher, just use the corner of the machine. What it does, using the corner, you're not getting the whole blade all the way high, so you don't make no new lines. You just erase the little corners that are darker, and that's again to the Andys or the Skyliner or the Detailer, and then you go and raise right there in between. Remember how we did here, right in the middle? So from there to there, we're gonna do the line up. Always brush the hair, and then we go right there. Right there, nice and flat, nice and gentle. You don't have to press the machine, because if you press it too much, too hard, it will not cut. Once you did it to right here, that angle, then you grab with this corner and you push it up to there, nice and flat. See, that corner to that corner. Then we go again right here. You see where the arch is supposed to be? Right there. That's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do, you grab it right there. And right there. Right there. Boom. And there you have the nice box out with the arch and the blowout. Now, once again, always brush your hair where you're gonna cut. Use this finger to hold, or this one. And once again, with the corner right here, you're gonna start drawing. You're gonna start drawing. You're gonna go right in the with that corner, because it's easy to go. I mean, it's harder to go like that, because then you will make a line across. With this, you just do the drawing. So right there, see how it's going? It's a nice round, and then you bring it down and clean those hair right there, that little corner, all those hair in the bottom right there. Once you're done that little arch right there, then you go with this corner and you grab that corner right there. And then the corners, each corner, that's why I like it. You see how it stick out? I could use those corners. It's like a pen. It let me write, it let me draw the arch that I want. So once I do that, now I could go flat, completely flat. I go flat, 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 straight, and outside. And like I said before, you don't want to, I could do it like that, but I don't like to do it because you don't know if the blade is too sharp, and this is a sensitive part. So if you do it too hard, it will leave marks. It will leave a line up for life. We're gonna go from right here to about that much. And you're gonna go right there like that. You're gonna go right there like that. And now what you wanna do also is basically do it, they kind of do like a round. Some people do it like that, but not me. I like it this way because it gets like a nice fade in, and it's a nice higher taper or blowout. All that, never do it like this, because if you do it like that, it's gonna take a long time to erase that line. See, when you do it like this, you go up, 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 and it don't leave no line. You grab the Andy again, and you're gonna go right there, and you hear the hair, and then after a while you're not gonna hear it. Like I always say, that's how you determine that it's all smooth. And we're gonna do right here, we're gonna raise like a ½ inch, and we're gonna put the small one. Remember the small one, the 1/16. And then you tilt the head. You tell the client to tilt the head. And like I said, we're gonna go that much right there. You're gonna go that much right there. ½ inch or less than ½ inch. And you're gonna go a couple of times. You're gonna brush it. You're gonna go a couple of times. The reason is because you wanna make sure every hair is even. Even. That's how you get the nice, clean, fresh, blend in, crispy blends. Then you switch it up. You get the number one, which is the 1/8, and now you're gonna go in half around there, and you start it right there like that. Always brush the hair. Do it, brush. Do it, brush. Do it, brush. Do it, brush. And then you're gonna see that that line is little by little is gonna disappear. But once you disappear that line, then you got this line right here. You wanna lever all the way up, and you're gonna go only a little bit, not a lot. But if you don't see that it's grabbing it, then you close it. Where you see the dark shadow, you pass it in between, and you go up. You raise it up. You don't go in, because if you go in, you're gonna raise the fade. I mean the blow or the fade in, and you don't want to do that. So you wanna So you wanna basically go lightly and gentle and go up like that. The minute it doesn't want to grab no more hair, then you gotta switch it up. You switch it up and get the other guard, the 116. Now you're gonna go right here with the 116. Close the lever, and you're gonna start racing that line. You see how the line it goes away right away? And then same thing, you keep going across it, across. You go right there in between. In between. You go higher. Remember the lever. Always use the lever. Don't be afraid to use it. See, down, I go down. I go up, I raise the lever. If it's not grabbing, then I leave it right there where it is. Once I had that, now, you see how we already raised all that? Now we're gonna raise the 0 with the half. And you're gonna go in between the lines. So you go between the lines. You go between the lines. And then you go, don't be afraid to go a little bit up, but not too high. And then you're gonna see that it's gonna disappear. Now, if you see the line still there when you erase it, don't worry, because that means that blade is not too close. So you need to use the other machine, the Master Andy, or the T-liner, to do the box out, to do the really nice tight blend in to erase the line. But once you had that, the little corners, you grab the little corners of that, and you grab those parts. So now we're gonna take that line with the master. And little by little, you see how it's faded in? Little by little, it's faded in, it's going away. And then you go raise it up a little bit. Just raise a little bit right there. The corner, always use that corner to right there like that, this way. So get that corner right there, get those little hair, and look at that, like that transition right there. Same thing over here. Use that corner with that corner right there to do that transition. There you go, right there. You see, even I close this one with the lever, so that way it could erase those little lines and little things that spot that I see to the naked eye. Boom. The grand finale. This is the hairspray to hold the hair. What we're gonna do, we spray. Don't be afraid to put a lot. You put it, and you put it in between the shaper. Now what that's gonna cause is gonna have a glue. So when you do the shaper with the blade, it's gonna come real nice and crispy. I'm gonna grab the blow dryer, and we're gonna brush the hair, and we're gonna do it right where the hair goes, so it could put all the hairs down. And you go with the green, and then what that does is gonna dry the glue or the hair, and it put all the hairs real nice and flat, so there's not gonna be no hair standing. And you go little by little. First you start with the side, just like I started when I was cutting here, when I did the beginning, and you do nice and slowly. Then once you've done the side like that, then you go to the top. Once you dry the top, right there like that. Once you do that, you're gonna see that the hair is gonna be nice and flat. What I like to use a lot is Dorco. It's very sharp, very affordable, and I use the Pacino, the razor blade. Now normally I like to put water, but when you already put the glue, you're gonna see what I'm saying. When I pass the blade, the razor, it's gonna come out some dust. That little dust is good because it's a guideline to let you know basically how sharp and clean that shaper is coming. So there you go. You see how nice and all that little nice glue is coming off. That's dead skin also. A representation that is getting nice and clean the shape up. See? And you always put this finger to stretch the skin. And always have the cones right here, just in case if you gotta brush out something. But always stretch the skin with this finger. Just keep going. You see that white hair? You see the glue? It lets you know how nice and clean and sharp is your shape up. See, the more you do it, the more clean right there. You see how it start coming? It give a nice. So whenever he brush it up, regardless, the white stuff is gonna go away, the glue and the dead skin. But when he wash it up, it's gonna have a nice fresh shape up still. That's just a guideline for me. Now you see the shape, you see how it's coming? Now what we're gonna do now is the eyebrows. This product is awesome. You put a little bit in your finger like that, and you put it right there. Now what that does, it makes a safety glide. You can see what are you doing when you're about to clean the eyebrows. It glides the razor. Brush them down. Then you start from the side. And when you start from the side, grab that. All that counts right there. All that hair. You see that? Then right here, you stay real outside. You don't want to do it too skinny. You want to leave it as natural as possible, but you're going to see the line, how clean and sharp. You see how it's coming? You're going to see that. Now, once you have the arch, bam, bam, you're going to grab it right here and you're going to do the middle. You're going to clean a little bit of it. Now, then you brush it to the side and you're going to see all those long hair. You see when you use the comb, you're going to grab it like that. And those hair are nice and trim. What you do is you put that finger there to cover his eye, and not only that, to get the skin stretch. You get the razor right there, and you're gonna see the arch coming. You see that arch? Nice arch. And then what you want to do, you want to get it connected to where you started, all the way over here. Like I said, always put that finger to stretch the skin. And then what you want to do is, once again, where you started, meet it right there, and look at how natural and nice and clean that eyebrow looks. It may sound easy, but it is easy. If you keep practicing, if you keep doing it, you will achieve the look compared to this one. You see the difference? And you're gonna go nice and gentle. Be gentle with the client, be gentle with the face. It's like a V, a triangle. So it looks, you see that? See that nice looking style? Boom. And then you're gonna go over. And clean that. Then right here, we're almost done. Always use those two fingers, one over here, holding, and then you'll be able to have a control of what you're gonna clean in that sensitive spot. You don't want to cut the client or the skin, but what you want to do is exactly where you did the line, right there. You're gonna clean all that right there, all those excess hair. You're gonna clean that. You can use it this angle like this too. And then you grab all those little hair. You may not see it, but those are the baby hairs or hair that are stuck. and you're gonna grab it right there. Girl are checking every corner, inspecting the haircut. They're gonna be like, hey, he left your spot, we're here. Oh, so you see that? And then you grab all those hair, those white hair around there, all the neck. Lay it right, super whole. This thing is real nice. It's see-through, like normal. Then you put it, and you put every hair nice and flat and smooth to give it that nice. You could almost do waves with it. Look cool. And so the hair will not be so sticky. You separate the hair. That's why I use the comb to separate the hair. Now once you do the final result.